Hey guys, it's Madeline. Thank you so much for being here to watch my video. Please don't forget to hit that like button and also that subscribe button if you enjoy it. Today I will be reviewing and giving a wear test on the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. So this is a new release by e.l.f. It is only $6. It comes in 8 shades. Mine is in the shade Tan Lines. And I will say right off the bat, it actually looks darker in person than I thought it would be with how it looks online. It's only the second shade in, so I was like, oh. So I don't know if you guys will be able to see like the color comparison. It just looks a little more cool toned on the website. There you go. Now you can kind of see it. Unfortunately, I really did not have the best luck with the putty primers. I love the concept of it, but they just don't work for my oily skin. Even the matte one. I actually used that again the other day and it is so stark white. You could actually see white in my pores. It was not looking cute, and then it did nothing to control my oils. I probably just used too much of the product, so I'm gonna keep trying that just to see like, okay, did I use a little too much? Do I need to use less? But I have been doing that for a little while, so I just like to give too many chances. I actually am also going to be using the e.l.f. Putty Blush for the first time in this video, so I'm really excited about that. I did expect the Putty Bronzer to be in the same size as the Putty Primer, just so that, you know, you can like swirl your brush in it and apply it, but this is pretty small. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. It says that it is a unique putty to powder formula with a semi-matte finish, highly pigmented buildable color, soothes and evens out your complexion, lightweight, non-greasy. So that's everything I like to hear. Let's see if it meets those expectations. So I do have my normal face products already on, my Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Moisturizer and my Super Goop Matte Screen for a primer. This works amazing for controlling my oils. I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the shade 3N1 on, and then also my Dior Forever Matte Skin Concealer or whatever in the shade 0N. So let's go ahead and dive right in. The brush that I will be using to apply, I picked this up at TJ Maxx. This is the Sigma Concealer Blend Kabuki F79. This is actually amazing for cream bronzer. This is what I have used for cream bronzer in the past. So I'm just gonna go ahead and dip in here, kind of swirl it around. I don't know why cream bronzers always make me so nervous. I'm like, okay, here we go. I'm just gonna start with my forehead. Oh, that actually looks really nice. Okay, thankfully that is the correct shade. So I wouldn't say that it is highly pigmented. It's actually pretty sheer, which is not a bad thing because then you have more control of the product. Okay, let's see here. I really do like this shade. I feel like the way it's going on the skin, it actually does look more like the shade in the picture, if that makes sense. I don't even know. Basically, the shade is what I was expecting, so that's good. That actually looks really darn good. Like, you can see the lightness of my concealer versus the bronze up here. I mean, I really hope that this keeps looking good because today I am going to get a new passport photo to submit my new passport with my new last name, and I am going to the DMV, so gotta look pretty fire for these pictures. I'm actually annoyed that I need a new passport photo because we just got our passports this winter when we decided to go to Cancun for our honeymoon, and they gave us an extra copy of the photo right off the bat, and I cannot find it anywhere because you have to submit a whole new picture with your new application again. Okay, I'm really liking how this bronzer looks, you guys. I am pleasantly surprised. Let's move on to the cheeks. This looks so natural. Just doing a little bit to warm up my nose and a little bit more on the cheeks. This does blend very nicely. So like I said before, I do have oily skin, I have sensitive skin, acne prone, really everything you wouldn't want, but here we are. I mean, it definitely takes me longer to apply cream bronzer than it does with powder bronzer, because powder is just like easy to maneuver, you slap it on and get going. But cream, I feel like you have to be a little bit more specific with. Dang, that looks really good and it matches my overall color. So just gonna blend out the cheeks a little more. I'm gonna zoom you guys out just so you can see the whole shebang so far. All right, so good to go with the bronzer application. Now I am actually gonna try the Putty Blush on camera if you're not interested, you can just skip this part. But I'm really excited because I am finally trying it for the first time, and it has been out for at least a year, probably over a year. So the e.l.f. Putty Blush is the exact same size as the bronzer here. I picked mine up in the shade Tahiti, which is just a beautiful, like, natural rosy shade. Not too orangey, not too pink, like just right where I like my blush shade to be. And for this, also going in with a brush that I got at TJ Maxx. This is the Japonesque 718 brush. This is also amazing for cream blush. So let's see how this goes here. Ooh, I like that color. Yeah, that is pretty. It has just the right amount of pigment to it. Ooh, it looks very sun-kissed. We'll move on to this side. Okay, I'm actually really impressed with the formula of both of these products. They are so easy to blend and they aren't too harsh. Something I learned is to not be afraid to apply blush because it's one of the first products to fade on your face. And if you really love blush, you should even set your cream blush with powder blush to really lock it into place. But this is giving me great color, so I am just going to leave it at that. Yeah, this shade is beautiful. So perfect for the summer. Okay, now before I set this all into place, I'm just gonna go in with my sponge and make sure the product is really pressed into my face good with my other products. I am impressed, you guys. Like, I know I keep saying that, but I really do mean it. Like, the colors of the bronzer and the blush are so pretty. Wow, like that blush just looks like such a natural flush of color. The bronzer has zero orange tone to it. It's very natural. I love it. It blends in beautifully with my tan right now. So I am just gonna go ahead and set this all into place. I'm gonna do my eyebrows, do the rest of my makeup, and I will pop back in with you guys. Okay guys, I am done with the rest of my makeup. And honestly, once I started to set my face with powder just after filming the first part, I was like, dang, my pores look like a strawberry without seeds right now. I mean, just imagine that, right? What happened with the Putty Bronzer and blush is I got a little too close to my T-zone here. So as I was like stippling the product in, it just kind of like sunk into my pores instead of looking smooth and nice and airbrushed on the top like powder products do. So it's not like that's a big turnoff for me. I would just not go so close towards my nose area, and I would not put the Putty Bronzer on my nose. So that is that first little like red flag for my oily skin gals. Otherwise, like, I love the color of it so much, both the blush and the bronzer. I mean, the blush really actually kept its color even after setting it, using contour and whatnot. So, I mean, so far it is not bad at all. Definitely worth a price tag. I really don't see a difference between the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer versus like the Milk Cosmetics or Milk, what are they even called? The Milk Makeup Bronzer. I would definitely say they're pretty equivalent. But all right, I am gonna go to the DMV. I am like, you know, we all like kind of dread going to the DMV or really dread it. But I have not been this excited to go to the DMV since I was 16. Like, yes, Madeline Williams, let's go. I decided I'm gonna do a serious face like that. Like with my hair behind me. So I initially applied the Putty products at 10:30. It's now 11:30. I don't know why it took me so long to do my makeup, but I'm gonna check back in later with you guys and let you know how those products were throughout the day. Okay guys, I am like officially done with the whole name changing process, at least with the major things. Got the new social security card, then I just got my new driver's license at the DMV, and I went to mail off everything for my new passport for that name change. And then I went to our credit union and I got everything updated there with new cards and whatnot. So, what a relief. It feels so good to have all that done. Okay, so I just realized that not every single person watching this video is gonna understand why I just had to go through a name change process. It's because I just got married June 5th. And click the links down below to watch our honeymoon vlog and my wedding makeup tutorial. But anywho, I have been wearing everything for about 4 hours now, and it's definitely like my regular time to blot. As you can tell, pretty darn oily. My T-zone. No pumpkin. But I don't have any added oiliness where the Putty products are, so that is awesome. Definitely an A+ on that. So once I blot, it will look that much better, but it's wearing really well. I mean, you can still see the blush color. There's no blotchy areas. So I'll check in once more today just to let you guys see how it wears throughout the entire day. And then, oh, don't mind these snags in my curtain. That would be our kitty cats. Oh yeah, they also attacked my arm this morning too, but I love them to death. Right, Bumpkin? Okay. What time even is it?
It is 6:11.
All right, you guys, it is the end of the day. So I've been wearing this for just roughly, what is that now? 7 hours, 7.5 hours or so. And honestly, I'm like, are you looking at me? It's so bright, I can't even tell. I am super impressed with these products. Like, you can still see the color of my blush. Usually that wears so fast, and I love the color of it so much. The bronzer did not budge. I did end up having to touch up my face. My skin has been extra oily this summer with like enlarged pores. I don't really know what's going on, but we'll get through it. So it held up very nicely. I blotted and then I touched up with some powder. So I definitely give the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer and even their blushes 2 thumbs up. And if you guys enjoyed this review, please don't forget to hit that like button and also that subscribe button down below to help my channel grow. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye!